and we will see if it's working. I'm not even sure if the audio is working on this one, but we will see. Before we cut off, I am in the back workroom. There's no heat back here, so it's cold, and I'm going to try and at least have a conversation with folks if anybody gets to come in or not. I don't know how long this will last. I don't know if the connection will stay up. I have no idea, so we will see. Anyway, um, got some plans, as I had mentioned before, about doing some shop talks. We're going to do shop talks. We're going to go out to custom upholstery shops, hot rod shops, engine shops, whoever basically will let me sneak in the door. And we'll try and get interviews of those people and pictures of it and backgrounds of it and things like that. I've had people, place some interest in that, and I'm always interested in it. I like really enjoy creative people. I like people that do one-off things. I like people that basically march to their own drummer, so as you know. So we'll try and do that. Hopefully the microphone's working good. I hope everybody can hear me. The camera that I'm using in the back room and the computer that I'm using is really, really old. And the reason I keep looking over here and stuff is because this is where the monitor is to do that. The camera is really old. It's not even supposed to be working with this software that I have, but hopefully it still is. Going to try and get out into the Gopher. I finally got my plug for the GPS, the old, I think it's an old Garmin. It might be an Alpine or an Alp. It might be one of the old ones that I've had laying around, and it's got a speedometer built into it. It's really, really small letters speedometer, but it's what I can use. So I've got that. So we'll have at least a speedometer for the Gopher to go out. We'll try and make some rides out and about this winter. Anything of interest that I see that looks like it's to me really cool, I might do a live stream with that. I have the capacity on the phone to do that. The quality is kind of like this camera here. It's not real good, so we'll have to make do, but we'll see what we can do with it. The movie thing, I've been thinking about that. The car themed movies, the B movies, the cult classic movies and stuff that have old cars in it, hot rods in it, or rare cars. And as we mentioned, they end up wrecking most all of them in the movies. But so 60s, 70s, 80s, into the 90s, some of the movies, ones that won't have so much of the CGI, special effects, computer graphics, computer aided graphics and stuff like that. So we'll try and have that. I will have things that subscribers have been sending me. Subscribers and friends and stuff have been sending me clips of videos and or pictures of shows and or events that have been done in other states or in other countries. They will be sending me those things, and I will be making either some type of a montage, a music kind of video out of it, and I'll be posting those up for to keep people entertained through the winter and everything, and keep the guys in the VA. Love you guys. We're going to try and keep you to have something to try and watch and get your mind off the situations and everything. And I know that's rough, but I'm with you, and if they'd let me in, I'd be there to visit with you guys. But unfortunately, the COVID has changed so many things, rules, regulations, and everything. Changed so many things that, as of right now, they're not doing that. Hopefully, that'll change. It can get back to some type of the way it was. Going to try and go and spend. I don't know how I could spend more time, but spend more time with Dad, basically out. Trying to get him from the medication they had him on and stuff was really, for the Parkinson's and the dementia, was really just basically turning him into a zombie. We've got him on some of the medications that I take now, some of the holistic medications, some of the herbal medications and stuff. We had to slowly wean him off the chemical drugs that they had him on. And he seems to be doing better, for lack of a better term, better in his thoughts and thought patterns and awareness and, being able to recognize things and people and stuff like that. Still don't want to let him drive, very far and stuff if we can keep from that. I don't know what anybody got any suggestions, because this coming weekend, let's see, what is it? It's Thursday, November the 18th. So the 20th and 21st, I don't know of anything close by. There are some things far away. There is a few indoor shows coming up before the March, kind of February, March, beginning of the 2022 season. There are a few indoor shows, so we'll try and get to that. I'm looking forward to doing these interviews, the shop talks and stuff. I may do some of them live. We'll see how that works out. But mostly it'll be an interview, and then I'll process and edit and do a presentation up. So like a 15-20 minute, background video on the shops and or shop owners. Still have plenty of plans if everything works out. And we keep my fingers crossed all the time. If things work out for things for people coming up in the 2022 season and everything. And I am working on more gopher gear. So the cones, the cups, the ashtrays, we're going to be working on. I work all the time on trying to find T-shirts at a reasonable price. I don't want someone else to do them. I want to be able to do them. So I just have to get the T-shirts at a reasonable price. I can get white T-shirts cheap. Gray or black T-shirts, which I prefer and most everybody I talk to prefers, are really expensive. I just can't see it. And most of my guys are going to be 2X, 4X, or bigger. So those shirts are just really, really pricey. So hats are always a possibility. I have an old hat press. I used to do hats back in the day. I don't have any way of doing the silkscreen hats. The embroidery machine, when my sister passed away, she has all the codes and everything to that embroidery machine. It's locked. I can't get into it. And it's a 1994. It runs off of Windows. I think it runs off of 3.1. And all of the code for it is basically an analog code. It's locked. I can't get into it. And the power supply is 1994, and that may be an issue with trying to keep it running on that. It's a really nice machine, and it was in its day. But the money they want to upgrade that is just unreal. So probably won't do embroidery hats. I might do heat transfer hats. I have a way to get to cut the images and then heat transfer them. Like I said, I have a hat press that from when I was doing graphic stuff way back when. The bandanas go good. The kids like the bandanas. People like the bandanas. Puppy dogs are always wearing the bandanas. Those are going good. Keychains, key fobs. Those will be coming. I have a way to make those on canvas, welting and stuff, like backpack welting. So I'll try and make some of those. I've got some acrylic skulls that we'll be making. Thinking about making gear shift knobs, and they'll probably be skulls with either my advertisement or logo inside of them. Like, you guys let me know, give me comments or whatever on the chat or comments below if you'd be interested in getting gear shift knobs. Like I said, skulls will probably be what it is. I may end up carving a chalk skull and then pouring my foam mold, my latex foam mold. Like I said, I used to do things like this all the time when I was doing crafts and graphic stuff, and then make it, and it'll just be a nice little clearish, or it may have some type of purling in it. I'm thinking about doing that. So those are things that I'm thinking about. I have some of the things. I went back through some of my old kit, and I've got acrylics, the 2-stage acrylics, but that was 22, 23 years ago and stuff, the last time I did any of that, and it is kind of coagulated. I don't even think I can get them mixed together now. They won't blend good, but it's relatively inexpensive. I mean, that would be if somebody wanted to make a big donation, and unfortunately, it would cost a lot. So, a good donation and stuff, we could get them. We could get them one of those made up. But I'll end up carving, like I said, I'll probably carve it in either wax, pour the foam mold, or we used to carve them in paraffin. No, the stuff you pour molds with, the chalky stuff. Brain aneurysm, and I'm going off. But yeah, we used to make them with that and stuff. I'd carve things, and then we'd make molds, and then they'd be one-off molds that you won't get anyplace else. And of course, it'll all be my style, so it'll be skulls and whatever. It looks like this is holding. The signal for the microphone, I realize, probably isn't as strong as I would like it, but it's the best I've got for right now. I don't see anybody out there. I got a couple thumbs up. I had a couple people watching. Nobody said anything in the side chat, so I understand. I would really like to do some of the overseas interviews of some sort, some way. I have to figure that out. Oh, and I will be this winter. I didn't want to, but I will be this winter getting the Facebook, so that I guess I could do the chats through FaceTime and record that. So that's a possibility. For the overseas guys, I've got some guys in Portugal, guys in Brazil, Scotland, Ireland, places over in Europe, and some places that are subscribers that I communicate quite heavily with on emails and everything. That's how I get all my inside information onto what's going on over there in the automobile realm, things that are going on, their regulations and what they're trying to press and pass and all that. So I really don't have anything else as of right now to inform about. I think the next actual car show will be the Cavalcade of Customs down in Cincinnati. I will put up the information when that gets ready to come around. I believe it's January 6, 7, 8, 9, somewhere. I don't know. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday inside. I'll be trying to do that one depending on the weather. I mean, I've gone down in a sleet storm, and I've gotten down there before at certain times, and on my way back it was a snowstorm really heavily. So we'll have to plan on getting a vehicle to be able to do that with, so we can at least make that trip. That's always good. That always ends up being a 4, 5, 6 part episode, because there is just so much phenomenal stuff to see there. Could even be more. I can't spend more than one day, but there could even be more like interviews and stuff that I'll do. I'm sure Tony will be down there, and I might get a chance to catch and hook up with him and see with him, talk with him. Like, I don't know if anybody's going to go with me. I don't know whether any of the guys want to go with me, because they're more than happy. My friends and family and stuff. I mean, as long as they can get to here, they can ride with me. But that's the one we'll do. And then February, I know there's one or two in February that may happen on the inside. And from my understanding right now, the Chaz's DJ service, Charlie is not able to do his Valentine's Day show, but you can check that out. You can go over and check that out on MiamiValleyNovas.com. You can go there and you can find his link and click on there, and you can find out what's going on with him. I heard rumors that it wasn't going to be able to do, so that would be one we'd be missing in February. But latter part of February, beginning of March, that's when it's going to hit really hot and heavy. Like I said, hopefully I'll have enough things through this winter and stuff that keep people, at least interested in coming back to the channel and everything. We don't monetize it, but I'd hate to lose anybody, and I'm always up for advice, information, comments, or whatever, of things of interest. I can't guarantee I'll be able to do some of this stuff, But there are a couple of YouTubers that have events planned for 2022 that I'd like to try and get to, but going to them, my ability to stay overnight to get a motel and things like that. So, I mean, I'll sleep in the truck at a roadside rest if I if I have to be able to get there. But they'll be having stuff, so I would like to have coverage of that meetup. I'm not sure if everybody would find that entertaining or not. I would love it because I've missed these guys. I haven't got to see them for quite some time, especially because of the COVID stuff. Some of them live in Ohio, some of them live in Pennsylvania, West Virginia. There's quite a few in Tennessee that I'd like to be able to get down to see. Haven't been able to get down that way for quite some time. So, that could come up next year. And if it does, though, the issue with that is I'll be missing some of the shows because it'll take 2-3 days to get there, 2-3 days there, and 2-3 days back. And Matt, man. He says, if it's too cold for car shows, there are some guys that can burn tires to stay warm. Yeah, he was watching. I did the Mayhem crew and the Street Race Ohio's, their burnout for toys and stuff. That was such a fun time. Those young fellas, I'm telling you what, that group, to be young again and be able to stay up till 1-2 o'clock in the morning and drive and doing whatever and stuff. I'm just getting a little too old for all that, but it was so much fun. And they were really a nice group. The Mayhem group, the motorcycle club and stuff, they were just really nice folks. And Robert and all those guys that run the club, the Street Race Ohio club and stuff, I mean, they were some nice. Like I said, I put the links in their videos and stuff. You need to go there and watch some of their stuff. And I hope to be able to get up there, but and do more stuff. But that's like a 2-hour drive there and do the thing, and then 2 hours back. That kind of cuts into the old man's, the old fat man's sleeping time. And I use up more energy now just getting into the truck than I ever did just driving all day long. But you drive safe. If you're going home, Matt, man, drive safe because the weather out here is getting kind of wet and slick. We are supposed to start having some big freezes for the from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on of this month. So everybody be careful out there with that. It's rough, but no, Matt Man's one of the ones that if we get to have the big group meetup, if we get to have that YouTuber meetup and stuff in a central location where we can all kind of get to it easily and stuff, he's one of the ones I definitely want to get some background video on. He has his YouTube channel. I think it's called The Matt Man in Tennessee, or The Matt Man Tennessee now, because someone else pirated his name that he had for years and years and years. But that's a long story. But he's a really good guy, and he does a lot of stuff in Jeeps. He used to do motorcycle stuff. Him and his wife go out to really nice natural things and parks and reservoirs and dams and waterfalls. It's really cool stuff and everything. And he has a frog that he does a comedy routine with. He has a chat that he when he does videos with that with Patrick the Frog, and that's funny. But I'm old and it may not be the same for you, but it's funny. But there's a lot of group of guys out there and stuff that we'd like to get together. And anyway, so all right, I'm rambling on. I know this is kind of rough and kind of whatever, but and I didn't have much more information than those things that I mentioned. Still would like anybody to email me with any type of things they would like to see. I'll do more than I'd be more happy to do what I can with it and get the information up. So I'm going to shut this down for now. I don't want to ramble on about nothing, like normal for me, but we hope to see you guys out there someplace. See if I can get mom and dad out this weekend to actually do some family excursions and stuff. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll have at least an episode of the shop talk up. Primarily, that's what I'm going to be calling it, and we'll see. I've got several different places we can pick from, and we'll see about getting that up and have some entertainment for you folks. All right, guys. Hope to see you out there someplace. See ya. And now we get to try and back this up. Thanks, Matt, man. I appreciate it.